foil packets. It's another great camp meal. Today I'm making it in my kitchen, but we can make it in our kitchen or at the campsite. What I really liked about foil packets when I was a troop leader is the variety it gives you. Each scout and adult can make their own and include the ingredients that they like, the seasoning that they like, and make it just really for them. Pretty easy to make in a group as well. So the first thing you need, gotta have some foil. Take the foil, tear it off, about 18 inches. We use that to build a nice little tint over the food. The other thing that you need, or that generally we use, can be hamburger patties. I prefer to get the ones that are already cooked to avoid having to handle raw meat. I wasn't able to do that, so these are some frozen ones that are uncooked. Also, if you have a vegetarian in the group, like me, you can throw in a black bean patty or two, and it'll cook up just as nice in the full packet. So the ingredients that I've seen used in the past. So you can take some onions, bell peppers, mushrooms, that sort of thing, cut it up, throw it in the full packet. I like to grate some cheese and throw in mine. So you can also grab some butter and throw in there. It helps with one, the seasoning and taste. Two, it helps it not to dry out. I said variety, so just look at and think about potatoes. So you can get whole uncooked potatoes and dice them and slice them and throw those in there. I've also seen canned sliced potatoes being used in the full packet. And I've also made full packets using frozen diced hash browns, which are spicy or non-spicy, and throw those things in there. Some other options for you: sliced carrots. You can get raw carrots and peel them and slice them, or get some canned carrots and throw them in there. I also have one troop, and they like to throw green beans in theirs. I threw it in there too. Green beans, you can throw in there. And then as far as just the raw vegetables, so today I've got bell peppers, onions, and onions. You can also throw zucchini in there, squash, just anything that'll cook up nicely. If you want a little bit of spice, you can add some rotel, some spiced, spicy tomatoes with diced green chilies, or just some fire roasted tomatoes. As far as seasoning goes, you can use a lot of different seasonings. You can use some steak seasoning. If you want to spice it up, some Creole Cajun spice, just some Lowry's, or you can go with plain old salt and pepper, which is one of my favorite things. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic salt, a little bit of garlic powder. One thing, if you're making it for your first time, is don't over season it. You can always add some seasoning in later if it's not quite what you expected, but if you really over season it to begin with, there's no way to back that up. So one of the really key parts of the foil packet is how we fold it. So I'm going to start assembling a couple and zoom in on actually how we fold the foil. Spread a little Pam on there. It's going to be for one of my meat eaters. Put a nice big hamburger patty on there. Throw some potatoes on there. I'm going to throw in some onions. Throw all sorts of onions in there. Hit it with a little bit of Lowry's. Again, not too much. And a little bit of steak seasoning. Got all that put together. Now we're going to throw on the butter and get it folded up and ready for the oven. When we fold it up, we want to fold it up top. And I kind of crimp the tops of it down, and then fold the sides, side one and side two. One of the key parts about making the full pack is leaving some airspace in the top. That'll help the food cook as the water is cooked off and becomes steam. If you smash it down, it's really hard to get it to cook.
Cooking times will vary depending on the method. Generally, when I'm cooking over coals, I turn the packets over after 10 minutes and check them after another 10. When cooking over coals, tongs and gloves are a must. Cooking in the oven, I will check the packets after 25 to 30 minutes depending on the oven temperature.
Alright, I think they're done, so the one thing we do want to make sure we check, even when we're camping, is to make sure they've been cooked completely. So I'm going to unwrap it a little bit. When you unwrap it, you want to be careful of the steam. See the steam kind of coming up. Got our patty in there. I've got a thermometer. This one's a digital read thermometer. Yes, I do take these things camping. So reading 170 over 180 degrees. So yes, completely cooked. So now it's time to dig in and eat. I had to go now. Coming upstairs, can you look to make sure my whole head's in there?
Your what?
Just on the back, there's a, do you see me?
Yeah.
Am I all in there?
No. Well, there.
Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay.